Tesla just lost everything in Sweden, and nobody saw it coming. This isn't just a bad month, it's a collapse. In a country where electric cars were once synonymous with Tesla, sales have plunged by an unbelievable 90%. It's not because people are ditching electric vehicles. In fact, the EV market in Sweden is booming. But Tesla is crashing hard. This isn't just about numbers, it's about reputation, leadership, and a seismic shift that could impact the brand worldwide. Why did Sweden turn its back on Elon Musk? What does this mean for Tesla's future in Europe and beyond? And could this collapse be the start of a much bigger problem for the world's most famous electric car company? The fallout begins. Elon Musk has always been a polarizing figure, but his recent political maneuvers have not just affected his personal brand, they are dragging Tesla down with him. By aligning himself with Donald Trump and publicly criticizing unions, Musk has inadvertently alienated the very consumer base that once idolized him. In Sweden and across Europe, where progressive politics and strong labor rights are cherished, Musk's actions feel like a betrayal. The issue is not just Musk's political alliances, but the way he communicates them. His controversial tweets and public rants have left many wondering whether his leadership has become more about personal ideology than corporate vision. For Swedish consumers, this brand of radical individualism clashes with their cultural values of collective responsibility and social equity. As a result, Tesla has become synonymous with controversy rather than innovation. One key aspect of the fallout is the perception of Musk's anti-union stance. Sweden has a long-standing tradition of strong labor protections and collective bargaining. Musk's frequent clashes with American unions and his often dismissive attitude towards workers' rights have only reinforced the perception that Tesla is a company that disregards the well-being of its employees. This narrative doesn't resonate in a country where companies like Volvo proudly support unionized workforces and value worker participation. The broader European perspective compounds the issue. In many countries, Tesla is no longer viewed as the trailblazer it once was. Instead, it's seen as a company veering dangerously close to political extremism. Musk's decision to become more politically vocal, especially in ways that clash with European sensibility, has made Tesla feel like an outsider in markets where it once felt local and forward-thinking. The irony is palpable. Musk, once hailed as a visionary progressive, is now perceived as a reactionary figure. This ideological shift from innovation to provocation has made Tesla less attractive, especially in markets that value neutrality and sustainability over political controversy. The damage is done, and rebuilding trust will not be easy. As Musk's politics cause brand damage, Tesla's product lineup starts feeling the heat. The Cybertruck catastrophe, hype turned headache. When Elon Musk unveiled the Cybertruck, it was touted as the ultimate disruptor, a rugged, futuristic vehicle that would revolutionize the pickup market. Instead, it has become an emblem of overhyped promises and underwhelming execution. Initial excitement quickly gave way to frustration as quality issues, safety concerns, and disappointing performance reports emerged. The hype was undeniable. Musk's bold claims about the Cybertruck's durability and innovation captivated the public, but reality hit hard. Owners reported problems ranging from poor build quality to mechanical failures. The truck that was supposed to be the future of rugged utility became a liability. Early adopters, who invested not just money but trust, now feel betrayed. Online forums are filled with complaints about performance inconsistencies, while safety recalls have become a recurring issue. The Cybertruck's reputation as a revolutionary product has been shattered, replaced by a narrative of unmet expectations. Financially, the Cybertruck catastrophe is a significant blow. Unsold inventory worth hundreds of millions of dollars is piling up, leading to severe cash flow issues. Dealers are hesitant to accept Cybertrucks as trade-ins, fearing they won't be able to resell them. This has created a resale crisis where even second-hand units struggle to find buyers. The irony is stark. A vehicle that was supposed to redefine the market is now struggling to survive within it. Musk's dream of the Cybertruck being a game-changer has turned into a nightmare of dwindling demand, customer dissatisfaction, and other automakers are sensing an opportunity. You won't get this insight anywhere else. We've dug deep into Tesla's collapse in Sweden. If you value real, well-researched analysis, hit subscribe. Europe's EV shift, filling Tesla's void. As Tesla's reputation takes a hit, European automakers are seizing the moment to solidify their presence in the EV market. Leading the charge are brands like Volvo, Polestar, and Volkswagen, each leveraging the opportunity created by Tesla's fall from grace. For these companies, it's not just about filling a gap, it's about redefining what consumers expect from electric vehicles. Volvo and its performance-oriented sibling Polestar have been particularly agile. Known for their Scandinavian design philosophy, these brands are leaning into their image of sustainability and practicality, traits that resonate with environmentally conscious European consumers. The recent launch of the Polestar 3 and Volvo EX90 demonstrate a clear strategy: offer cutting-edge technology without the baggage of controversy. Meanwhile, Volkswagen has doubled down on its ID series, making electric mobility more accessible while emphasizing reliability and consistency, qualities that Tesla's chaotic image has increasingly undermined. Marketing strategies are also evolving. Rather than merely focusing on specs and performance, these brands are promoting their commitment to workers' rights, ethical sourcing of materials, and long-term reliability. This resonates in Europe, where social responsibility is increasingly a deciding factor in automotive purchases. Campaigns highlighting local production and transparent supply chains contrast sharply with the controversy-laden Tesla brand, creating a more stable and trustworthy image. Additionally, infrastructure partnerships are key. Volvo and Volkswagen are both investing heavily in charging networks across Europe, collaborating with local governments and private entities to ensure seamless integration of their electric models. This forward-thinking approach not only addresses practical concerns, but also reinforces the idea that these brands are here to stay, unlike the unpredictable trajectory of Tesla. As the European market adapts, Tesla's void is being filled by brands that embody stability, practicality, and consumer respect. It's no longer just about driving an electric car, it's about choosing a brand that reflects personal values. For Tesla, regaining ground here might prove nearly impossible, and while Europe capitalizes on Tesla's fall, Asia is plotting its next move. China takes over, the new EV king. While Europe capitalizes on Tesla's downfall, China is positioning itself to become the global leader in electric vehicles. Automakers like BYD, NIO, and XPeng are not just expanding, they're strategically outmaneuvering their Western competitors. The recipe for their success? Affordable pricing, consistent quality, and a steadfast commitment to political neutrality. BYD, often referred to as the Tesla of China, is leading the charge with its lineup of affordable, reliable, and increasingly stylish electric vehicles. Unlike Tesla's luxury-focused models, BYD's offerings cater to the everyday consumer, providing practical EVs without the premium price tag. The Dolphin and Seal models have proven exceptionally popular in both domestic and international markets, undercutting Tesla's Model 3 by thousands of dollars. NIO, on the other hand, is playing the long game with its battery-swapping technology. While Tesla has focused on fast charging, NIO's strategy of offering quick battery replacements at dedicated stations appeals to urban drivers looking for efficiency without the wait. This difference in philosophy highlights NIO's understanding of local needs and has helped the brand build a loyal customer base across Asia and Europe. XPeng, with its focus on advanced driver assistance systems and autonomous driving technology, is positioning itself as the tech-savvy alternative to Tesla. The P7 and G9 models showcase the company's commitment to integrating smart technology without sacrificing affordability. Unlike Tesla, which often rolls out software updates without thorough regional adaptation, XPeng customizes its features to meet local regulatory and consumer expectations. China's strategic push goes beyond individual brands. The government's robust support for electric mobility, including subsidies and infrastructure investment, has created a fertile ground for EV innovation. Unlike Tesla, which has become synonymous with controversy, Chinese brands present themselves as practical and efficient solutions for modern transportation. In Europe, Chinese automakers are making strategic moves to fill Tesla's void. By offering cost-effective alternatives with better reliability and fewer political entanglements, they're becoming the go-to choice for practical EV buyers. As Tesla struggles to repair its image, China is poised to become the new king of electric vehicles. As China rises, luxury EV brands face a dilemma: luxury EV crisis. Brands caught in the crossfire. Mercedes and BMW didn't just lose customers, they lost their entire pricing strategy. While Tesla's fall reverberates through mainstream markets, the luxury EV sector is experiencing a crisis of its own. High-end brands like Mercedes and BMW, once confident in their premium pricing, are now scrambling to adapt to a changing market landscape. The problem is twofold: tariffs and perception. As tariffs on imported luxury vehicles increase, these brands are forced to either raise prices or cut into their profit margins. But beyond the financial strain, luxury automakers are also grappling with a deeper issue: how to maintain a sense of exclusivity while simultaneously appearing practical and accessible. To mitigate the impact, some brands are considering relocating production to the United States, avoiding tariffs while maintaining a Made in America appeal. Yet this strategy risks diluting their European heritage, a core aspect of their brand identity. With mainstream consumers leaning towards affordable, politically neutral EVs, the luxury segment is caught in a paradox: how to remain desirable while adjusting to economic realities. And when the world is doubting you, sometimes the only option is to innovate. Musk's gambit: can innovation save Tesla? The global perception of Tesla is rapidly shifting, and not in a good way. Once hailed as the pinnacle of electric vehicle innovation, Tesla now finds itself battling declining sales, brand backlash, and intense competition. Elon Musk, once seen as a visionary, is now a polarizing figure whose political associations and social media antics have significantly impacted consumer sentiment. Amid this turmoil, Musk is reverting to the one thing that has always set Tesla apart: technological innovation. Recent reports indicate that Musk is doubling down on advanced battery technologies to create longer-lasting, faster-charging electric vehicles. Behind the scenes, Tesla engineers are reportedly working on solid-state battery prototypes that could theoretically double the range of existing models. This technological leap, if successful, could catapult Tesla back into the lead, especially in markets like Europe, where consumers prioritize efficiency and sustainability. Adding to this push, there are persistent rumors about a new, more affordable Tesla model, specifically aimed at recapturing the European market. This hypothetical model, priced well below the current offerings, is expected to focus on compact design, cost-effective manufacturing, and practical features suited for urban driving. Musk knows that recapturing Europe means more than just addressing political concerns. It means providing a product that aligns with consumer needs and local regulations. But even if innovation delivers results, the real question remains: can Musk's tech-first strategy overshadow the political fallout that has deeply hurt the brand? The reality is that while innovation might attract tech enthusiasts and some loyal customers, it may not be enough to overcome the broader public distrust that has developed. One of the key challenges Musk faces is balancing innovation with cost reduction. Developing groundbreaking battery technologies is resource-intensive, and Tesla's cash reserves are not infinite. The company's recent financial struggles make it even more crucial to innovate without breaking the bank. Musk's tendency to chase ambitious projects has previously stretched Tesla's resources thin, and this time the stakes are even higher. Moreover, Musk's own involvement can be a double-edged sword. While his vision and leadership have driven Tesla's success, his unpredictable public persona has also caused significant damage. Even as innovation becomes the focus, the Musk factor cannot be ignored. The CEO's actions could continue to overshadow technological progress, creating a complex dilemma for Tesla's future. However, even if innovation succeeds, Tesla still has one significant challenge: gaining public trust. Rebranding Tesla: the fight for public perception. Tesla's image crisis is no longer just a fleeting issue. It's a fundamental problem threatening the company's long-term viability. To address this, Tesla must embark on a massive rebranding effort aimed at reshaping how people perceive the brand. The first step? Distancing the company from the political noise that has plagued its reputation. PR experts suggest that Tesla's best strategy is to emphasize its original mission: sustainability and technological progress. Instead of associating with political controversies, the brand needs to reconnect with environmental goals and innovation. This means launching marketing campaigns that focus on the core Tesla vision: clean energy, cutting-edge tech, and the future of mobility. One proposed strategy is to collaborate with progressive European organizations that are committed to environmental protection and labor rights. These partnerships would help soften Tesla's image and counteract the perception that the brand represents political extremism. For example, joining forces with European climate initiatives or sponsoring local sustainable transport projects could realign the brand's identity with positive societal values. Additionally, Tesla could launch a series of digital campaigns that highlight community engagement, clean energy adoption, and tech innovation, all while downplaying Musk's personal involvement. By focusing on the broader team and their contributions, Tesla can subtly shift attention away from its controversial CEO. However, changing public perception is no easy feat. One of the biggest challenges Tesla faces is convincing consumers that it's more than just Elon Musk's personal brand. In the past, Musk's influence has been a double-edged sword, both a selling point and a potential liability. Moving forward, Tesla must prove that its vision is bigger than one man's ambitions. There's also the problem of re-establishing credibility in Europe, where the company has lost substantial ground. PR strategists recommend an apology campaign, acknowledging past mistakes and emphasizing a commitment to transparency and ethical practices. Whether Musk is willing to adopt such a humble approach, however, remains doubtful. If Tesla can reposition itself as a brand driven by purpose rather than politics, it might just win back some of the trust it has lost. But even then, repairing relationships with consumers and regulators will take time and consistent effort. As Tesla works on its image, its finances tell a darker story: financial strain, the cost of recovery. Behind the scenes, Tesla's financial situation is becoming increasingly precarious. As the company pours money into innovation and brand management, cash reserves are dwindling faster than expected. Investors are beginning to worry whether Tesla can sustain its growth trajectory without a more stable revenue stream. Recent sales data from Europe and North America reveal a disturbing trend: decreasing demand for existing models, despite significant price cuts. The problem is not just about offering lower prices, but about maintaining profitability amid declining brand appeal. Even with discounts, consumers are hesitant to buy, and inventory continues to pile up. Some analysts predict that without external investment or restructuring, Tesla might face liquidity issues within the next 2 years. One potential solution could be selling part of its energy division, which remains profitable. Alternatively, Musk could seek government subsidies or grants aimed at promoting clean energy. However, given Musk's contentious political stance, gaining such support might prove difficult. The company could also consider a more radical approach, forming strategic alliances with other automakers or tech firms to share the financial burden. This would help alleviate cash flow problems while bolstering Tesla's technological capabilities. But Musk's insistence on maintaining control makes partnerships complicated. One of the most significant investor concerns is the uncertainty surrounding Tesla's ability to fund new projects while maintaining existing production lines. With rising competition and fluctuating material costs, Tesla's cash burn could become unsustainable if sales do not pick up soon. And just as Musk tries to balance the books, new threats are emerging on the horizon. Rivals on the rise. Can Tesla keep up? While Tesla wrestles with its internal and external challenges, competitors are steadily gaining ground. American automakers like Ford and General Motors are rolling out affordable, practical electric vehicles tailored to mainstream consumers. Unlike Tesla's premium models, these cars are designed to meet everyday needs without the premium price tag. In Europe, brands like Volvo and Polestar are also capitalizing on Tesla's brand crisis. By emphasizing reliability and sustainability without the political baggage, these brands are drawing in customers who once flocked to Tesla. Meanwhile, Chinese companies like BYD are dominating the affordable EV segment, offering competitive features at lower prices. The real question is whether Tesla can adapt quickly enough to meet this wave of practical, non-controversial electric vehicles. If not, the company risks being sidelined in the very market it helped to create. As the competition grows fiercer, the world looks at Tesla and wonders, can it survive? Sweden's ripple effect. A global backlash. Tesla's collapse in Sweden was more than just a local market failure. It signaled a turning point that is rapidly spreading throughout Europe. Once heralded as the pinnacle of innovation and progressive mobility, Tesla is now facing a dramatic shift in perception. In Sweden, the plummeting sales were not an isolated incident, but rather the spark that ignited a continent-wide backlash. Norway, Denmark, and the Netherlands, traditionally some of Tesla's strongest markets, are now witnessing similar declines. What was once the ultimate symbol of eco-friendly progress has become a controversial statement, tainted by the political leanings and public controversies surrounding Elon Musk. The political landscape in these countries is changing. Governments that once proudly supported Tesla through subsidies and infrastructure development are now redirecting their focus. In Sweden, policymakers are now openly favoring local electric vehicle brands over Tesla, aiming to protect domestic industries and reduce reliance on a single volatile brand. The same is happening in Denmark and the Netherlands, where financial incentives are being adjusted to prioritize brands perceived as more stable and socially responsible. This shift is not just about economic pragmatism, but also about distancing from the social controversies that Musk has stirred. Media outlets across Europe are not holding back. Headlines once full of admiration for Tesla's cutting-edge technology now read like obituaries for a fallen giant. From mainstream publications to specialized automotive journals, the narrative has transformed. Tesla's once unquestioned dominance is now a cautionary tale of how erratic leadership and political entanglements can erode public trust. As a result, Tesla's brand is losing its luster, not because of technical failures, but because of the social and political baggage now associated with it. Why does this backlash matter? For years, Tesla was Europe's golden child, leading the charge toward a zero-emission future. Now the company is seen as reckless and unreliable, a perception deeply damaging in countries that pride themselves on social responsibility and environmental stewardship. The backlash is not just a fleeting sentiment, it is a profound shift in how Tesla is perceived, potentially reshaping consumer choices for years to come. Europe loses faith and Tesla's future as a global leader is on the line. China's strategic advantage, the new EV superpower. As Tesla falters in Europe, Chinese automakers are stepping in to capitalize on the opportunity. Brands like BYD and NIO are aggressively capitalizing on Tesla's decline, ramping up marketing efforts and positioning themselves as the reliable, forward-thinking alternatives. In countries where Tesla's political associations have tainted its brand, Chinese companies are highlighting their focus on innovation without controversy. They are strategically leveraging Tesla's image crisis to expand their market share, especially in Northern Europe, where practical and socially conscious choices dominate consumer preferences. One of the key reasons behind this rapid rise is the absence of political baggage. BYD and NIO are selling products, not ideologies. Their marketing strategies emphasize affordability, reliability, and cutting-edge features, carefully steering clear of the polarizing debates that have ensnared Tesla. Moreover, they are focusing on user experience and post-purchase support, areas where Tesla has been increasingly criticized. This approach is working, with sales numbers in Sweden, Norway, and the Netherlands steadily climbing as Tesla's plummet. China's advantage also lies in its production efficiency. Unlike Tesla, which is often bogged down by production delays and quality control issues, Chinese automakers have mastered the art of building cost-effective, reliable electric vehicles. Their models offer comparable range and performance at significantly lower prices. Additionally, Chinese companies have been proactive in forming strategic alliances with European partners, ensuring smoother supply chains and better customer support. This pragmatic approach makes them more adaptable to market shifts, a quality Tesla has recently struggled to demonstrate. The big question is whether Tesla can compete with China's momentum, or if the brand is too damaged to recover. While Tesla attempts to rebuild its reputation, Chinese manufacturers are not waiting around. They are not only entering established markets, but are also creating niche segments that Tesla has neglected. For instance, affordable family EVs and compact urban cars are gaining traction, particularly in densely populated European cities. As China seizes the moment, European luxury brands are caught in their own crisis. Europe's EV dilemma, the end of luxury? Luxury automakers like Mercedes and BMW are finding themselves in a precarious position. With the rise of tariffs and Tesla's implosion, the cost of maintaining a premium brand identity is skyrocketing. Europe's high-end car manufacturers, long associated with refinement and innovation, are now facing the harsh reality of rising production costs and shrinking profit margins. The dilemma is clear. How do you maintain brand prestige while cutting costs to stay competitive? One proposed solution is relocating production to the United States to bypass tariffs. However, this move risks diluting the made-in-Germany appeal that these brands have carefully cultivated over decades. On the other hand, staying in Europe means higher prices, making their vehicles less accessible, especially as consumers are drawn to more practical, budget-friendly alternatives from China and the United States. In response, some brands are pivoting towards sustainability, positioning luxury not just as an aesthetic, but as an ethical choice. Marketing campaigns are emphasizing eco-friendly manufacturing processes and sustainable materials, aiming to appeal to consumers who still value premium quality, but are increasingly conscious of environmental impact. However, the challenge remains. How can they preserve their high-end appeal while also being seen as practical and socially responsible? As Europe hesitates, Detroit senses an opportunity for resurgence. The new normal, a future without Tesla. The global perception of Tesla as the trailblazer of electric mobility is fading fast. Once synonymous with innovation, the brand now faces the harsh reality of losing its competitive edge. As Elon Musk's erratic behavior continues to erode public trust, other automakers are stepping in to fill the void. In the United States, manufacturers like Ford and GM are capitalizing on Tesla's missteps. Their practical, reliable, and affordable electric models are regaining consumer confidence, especially among middle-class buyers. The appeal is clear. These cars do not carry the political baggage or unpredictability associated with Tesla. Meanwhile, consumer preferences are shifting toward brands that promise stability and long-term support. American-made electric vehicles are no longer just patriotic choices. They are becoming practical necessities as imports become costlier and less reliable. Will Musk step down to save Tesla's image, or will he double down on his controversial approach? Industry analysts are divided. One thing is clear, though. The auto industry has changed forever, and Tesla may no longer be the undisputed leader. One thing is certain, the auto industry has changed forever, and the road ahead remains uncertain. As Tesla's nightmare in Sweden unfolds, it's clear that the brand's dominance is being challenged like never before, with competitors like BYD and Polestar moving in, and Europe shifting its allegiance. The electric vehicle landscape is changing fast. We're here to track every development and bring you the real story behind the headlines. So if you want to stay ahead of the curve, subscribe now and join the conversation.